Mutual benefit and win-win cooperation. That's the Chinese Premier's promise of the relationship with New Zealand. Li Qiang's visit is the first by a high-ranking Chinese leader in more than 7 years. But aside from the formal greetings and talks, it was a battle of the banners on the streets. Political editor Mikey Sherman has more.
As China's second most powerful leader, Li Qiang, arrived in the New Zealand capital today, there was excitement.
欢迎欢迎热烈欢迎 it means warm welcome.
There was also concern.
We're protesting against the killing, the murder of innocent Falun Gong people in China.
Chinese flag bearers purposefully covering over a banner accusing China of organ harvesting. Police forced to break up confrontation.
No touching each other's flags. No touching each other's flags.
Security was tight as Premier Li Qiang exited his vehicle and waved to the crowds.
It is quite a moment. It doesn't get much bigger than Li Qiang, the Premier of China.
Economically, China remains our largest export partner, commanding significant focus. But regional security is of competing concern.
There is a great fear of military confrontation at some point between China and the West.
This year marks the 10th anniversary of the comprehensive strategic partnership between China and New Zealand. Today saw a range of announcements on improving market access, including for infant formula and kiwi berries.
These arrangements will further support strong cooperation between New Zealand and China on trade, on economic and environment issues.
New Zealand is welcome to increase your market share in China by capitalising on your strengths.
But just this year, it was revealed Chinese state-sponsored hackers launched a cyber attack on our parliament in 2021. And there's the AUKUS argument, Australia, the UK and US partnering over nuclear-powered submarines under Pillar 1. Now New Zealand is considering joining Pillar 2, aimed at enhanced technology sharing.
This afternoon, I also discussed with the Premier a number of issues that are important to New Zealand's interests. And as you would expect, this includes issues on which our perspectives differ.
It is natural that we don't always see eye to eye with each other on everything, but such differences should not become a chasm that blocks exchanges and cooperation between us.
This visit by Li Qiang today will be another chance for China to put its case behind closed doors with Christopher Luxon for New Zealand to stay out of AUKUS and perhaps just to remind New Zealand what it could potentially lose.
Plenty to think about for the New Zealand government, as the public equally had plenty to say and debate as well.
Well, Mikey's with us. And Mikey, what was top of the agenda in the meeting between Christopher Luxon and Li Qiang?
Kia ora tātou. Well, look, strengthening the China-New Zealand relationship was certainly the major focus today. Two-way trade between the countries is valued at just over $30 billion, so a significant partnership there. In terms of the official statements delivered today by both leaders, Christopher Luxon's statement seemed somewhat brief compared to the lengthy statement that was given by Premier Qiang. His statement included a number of significant announcements, too many to go into too much detail at this very moment. But the biggest announcement was that China had extended unilateral visa-free travel for New Zealanders into China. Now, that is to do with short-term visas in terms of holiday visas. China is already trialling that system with a number of other countries. So today it has extended that to Kiwis. Of course, that places huge value on the relationship in the eyes of China. As for Prime Minister Christopher Luxon, he did make a poignant comment in terms of the current strategic considerations, particularly around security. He said that more rather than less direct engagement by China is needed. They are both having dinner here at Government House at the moment, and Premier Qiang will be in Auckland tomorrow.
Tēnā koe. Thanks very much, Mikey.